I've spent the past 4 years going deep into biohacking, researching everything there is to know about this upcoming trend. Here's a quick introduction into what biohacking is and some simple tips that you can implement to start feeling more energy and more mental clarity today. Welcome to this video. Let me take you back into me 4 years ago. I was on a journey of personal development and all of a sudden I got into biohacking. And for me, biohacking was personal development on steroids. It was basically personal development, but then with a scientific background. For those of you that don't know what biohacking is basically hacking your biology to feel more energy and to perform better in your daily life. That's what biohacking is, and everyone is biohacking. If you're meditating, you're biohacking. If you're taking a cold shower, you're biohacking. So everyone is already doing it. But what is it and how can we implement it in our lives so we can improve our life? So to me, what biohacking really is getting back to the basics. The research around what is good for us has come full circle, and all of the things that are good for us are actually getting back to nature. What do I mean with that? Eating real foods, taking cold showers, breathing the way we are supposed to breathe, touching the ground with our bare feet. These are all biohacking practices that make you have more energy, that fight inflammation in your body, and they're all zero cost to you. They're all free and they can all help you change your life for the better. So when I got into biohacking, it was a big information overload. There are so many things you can do. You can take supplements for anti-aging. You can buy a red light therapy device. You can do Wim Hof breathing. You can do meditation. You can buy a meditation band that helps you meditate better. There's so much stuff out there that for someone that is new into biohacking, which you might be, it's very difficult to understand what is actually the most important thing, what should I focus on, and what are the things that are nice to have. So if we talk about biohacking, for me the key things in biohacking is knowing your body. That's the first thing. And you can actually know your body by, for example, doing a blood test, doing a DNA test, doing a microbiome test, but to understand how your body works and what is actually good for your body. Because the core premise of biohacking is that everyone is different and therefore everyone should take a different approach to their nutrition, to their health and to their wellness. And of course there are general principles everyone should follow, which we'll also cover in this video, but the main thing is everyone is different. I might have a genetically predisposed lower testosterone. So for me, I need to focus more on, for example, supplements that promote testosterone, certain lifestyle habits that promote testosterone, whereas someone that has a higher testosterone, like he doesn't need to do all those things to get into the same ranges. So everyone is different and you need to know what is right for your body. So if there's one place to start, I would actually start there. But that is also something that costs money. If you want to do a very good blood test, you are surely spending about $400, $500 just on the blood test. If you want to do a DNA test, it's started at $200, but now it's already $400, $500. So let's start this video and actually go in. What are the cheap hacks, the cheap biohacks that will introduce you to this way of living, that will give you more energy, more mental clarity, but they don't cost you a thing. Let's start with your evening, because your sleep is the most important biohack there is. You can eat the best food in the world, you can take the best supplements. If your sleep is not optimized, if you're not sleeping for the amount of hours that you want to be sleeping, then nothing will really matter from there. You will always have brain fog, low energy, no matter what you eat, no matter what you do. So the first thing that we actually want to optimize is our sleep. And how do we optimize our sleep? The first thing that we want to know is what is our chronotype. And our chronotype basically means, are we an evening person or a morning person? There's a quiz that you can fill in, I'll link it below. You can find out your chronotype and then it will tell you what the optimal time is for you to go to bed and wake up. For example, I'm a bear, and a bear is what 50% of the population is, it's what most people are, and the ideal sleeping pattern is to go to sleep at 11 p.m. and to wake up at 7 a.m. That's what I do and it works wonders for me. And so the first part of optimizing your sleep is having a steady rhythm. Then there's also something else you can do, and we can do a whole video about sleep optimization. If you'd like to see it, please let me know in the comments below and we'll make a video about that. But the first thing you can do for sleep is the 10-3-2-1 rule. It's a very simple rule and it says that Down hours before you go to bed, you want to quit all caffeine, because caffeine has a very large half-life, meaning that the moment you go to bed, it's still in your body. And even if you can fall asleep, it has an impact on the quality of your sleep and how well rested you wake up in the morning. Then 3 hours before bed, you don't want to eat anything, because if you eat before you go to bed, your body is actually processing the food, it elevates your heart rate, and it makes sure that you can't really recover during the night. Then 2 hours before bed, you want to stop working, you want to stop drinking water, because if you drink a lot of water, then during the night you have to pee, and that also has some disturbances in your sleep. You also want to quit work 2 hours before bed, because you want to give your body and your mind the time to actually wind down. Then 1 hour before bed, eliminate all screens. And what I actually want you to do, it's a bonus tip, buy blue light blocking glasses and put them on 2 hours before you go to bed. Because what those blue light blocking glasses do, they're these funny orange looking glasses, is that they block the bad light, and that bad light causes you to not produce melatonin, the most important hormone in our body that is responsible for the quality of our sleep. So if you are not producing melatonin, then you are actually not able to fall asleep, or the quality of your sleep will be diminished. So if you're starting out with biohacking, please start with sleep. Start optimizing your sleep. You could also buy an Oura ring and you could start tracking your sleep, see what your REM sleep is, your deep sleep. Again, it's something we'll focus in on another video. Then the second step that I want you to do is optimize what you actually put in your body. And the simplest thing to think about is that what you eat becomes you. Our cells in our body are literally made of the food that we consume. So there's a logical link to make that if you eat shitty foods, you will actually become shit. And it's a saying, you already know it, but really think about it and let it seep into your mind that what you eat becomes you. So if you eat some fast food, then that is what your body will become. It will become inorganic, not full of life. And then the other way, if you, for example, eat inorganic meats and you have a chicken that's been under a lot of stress and that's been living in a cage with 60 other chickens, how do you think that chicken would feel? And that is what is becoming your body. The stress that is in that chicken becomes you. And that's why optimizing your nutrition is the best thing to do after that. There's a simple rule you can follow, and that is if something wasn't there 200 years ago, it's probably not right for you. This is also called the paleo diet, and it's a diet I follow, my clients follow, and they've been seeing great results with that. You can go very deep into diet, but the first step is to just do that, right? Because you can talk about carnivore, keto, all of that stuff, but first just start eating what nature gave us and stop eating what is being produced in all the large factories that are not good for your body. So then you've optimized your sleep, you've optimized your nutrition. One other key part, and that is the last thing that I'll leave you with, because otherwise it'll become too overwhelming, is to optimize your morning routine for energy. So you've probably heard a lot of people talk about morning routines. You need to have a success morning routine. You need to do these 6 habits to become a millionaire. And my view on that is a bit different. What you need to do in the morning is prime your body to have the most amount of energy possible. And you can do that through biohacking your body. So what do I mean with that? We want to make sure that we have enough oxygen in our body and that our oxygen is being used efficiently. One way we can do that is by Wim Hof breathing. And if you don't know what it is, it's the style of breathing where you sort of hyperventilate for 30 breaths. Then you have a breath hold for as long as you can do. Then you breathe in for 15 seconds and then you actually breathe out again. And what this does is that it forces your body to become more efficient at using oxygen, giving you more oxygen to use with, giving you more energy throughout the day. Another thing that you can do in your morning is a cold shower, because what a cold shower does is it actually raises our dopamine levels, and that will also make you more motivated and driven to go after your goals. And you can go very deep into that, but I suggest just having a morning routine of 20 minutes that gives you a lot of energy for the day and that sets you up for a successful day. You don't need to do all of these habits, just take 20 minutes, take a cold shower, do some Wim Hof breathing, and your life will change if you actually commit to it for a full month. So that was it for this video. I hope you had an introduction into what biohacking is and what it can do for you. Please start with optimizing your sleep. So start going to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time based on your chronotype. Also start making use of the 10-3-2-1 rule. Then start optimizing your nutrition. Start eating what our ancestors ate. If something isn't there 200 years ago, don't put it into your mouth. And lastly, optimize your morning routine by putting habits into there that actually promote energy production in your body, such as cold showers and a Wim Hof breathing style. In next videos, we'll go deeper into this topic of biohacking. For now, I hope you've enjoyed and tell me what you're going to implement from this video.